BTB Kicks here, and these are the best and worst Jordans 1 through 14. Before we get into the video, like always, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get to talking about these sneakers. Before we dive into this, I will say I have some controversial takes. I cannot lie, but this is what I'm thinking. So, first on the list for the Jordan 1s, my favorite Jordan 1 right now is the Obsidian Low. People are gonna say that's kind of crazy. I don't know, let me know down below what you think, but I really like this shoe because it goes with a lot of stuff, and I normally don't even wear navy blue. Like it's crazy how much the shoe is like really grown on me. I didn't really like the high tops, but I'm a huge Jordan 1 low fan. So as soon as they made them in the low tops, that's literally all I've been rocking. Like I'm even rocking them right now. So that just goes to show I love this shoe so much. As far as overall, I'd say the Chicago ones are probably the best Jordan 1 colorway that is released. And then worst Jordan 1 colorway, I'd have to say silver toe Jordan 1 highs. Those are just absolutely disgusting. After a couple wears, that foil kind of like design that's on them, it just never looks good over time, honestly. So I wouldn't even buy that shoe. I think that's probably the ugliest Jordan 1 colorway that they have created. Moving on to number 2. So for the Jordan 2s, I'd say the best colorway in those has to be the Jordan 2 UNC Low. It's just clean. It's just the white and the gray and then the blue. Like it just hits. It just hits. And that's probably why I like the Obsidians, because it's just the same kind of color palette and it's just clean. It's just smooth. As far as the worst Jordan 2 colorway, I definitely have to say the J Balvins. Those are terrible. Those are straight terrible. I mean, it's unique in its own way. I'll give it that. But when it comes to style and different things, I don't really know how you can style that shoe, because 2s already are kind of like iffy on the style. That shoe to me, it's just doing a lot on a shoe that's not even really that good to begin with. Now we're moving on to Jordan 3s. The best colorway in my opinion, which should be a no-brainer, is the Jordan 3 Black Cement. That's a classic for everyone. It goes with everything. It's definitely an iconic shoe. Some might even say it's the best Jordan of all time. But it's definitely top 3 for me. The ugliest or worst Jordan 3 colorway is the Animal Instinct Jordan 3. That shoe is it's just doing way too much. It's all different types of materials. So I don't even know why they make some of these shoes, but that's one of the ones I definitely wouldn't buy. Even if it was on sale for $1, I don't even know if I'd buy it, but. But let's go to number 4. The best Jordan 4 colorway in my opinion has to be the Bread 4, probably. Once again, one of those shoes where it's like one of the best Jordans of all time. 4s are super popular right now too, but the Jordan 4 Bread is a super classic, especially the ones with the nubuck. The ones with the leather where they just reimagined, those are okay. And then the worst pair of Jordan 4s, in my opinion, is the Purple Canyon, I believe is the name of them, Purple Canyon 4s. They're like purple suede with like a green midsole with like speckle, like that shoe's just nah. It's just nah. Who's really gonna wear that? Like, you really can't even wear that with anything because of the color combination. It's just not it. It's just not it. Moving on to Jordan 5s, the best colorway, in my opinion, has to be the Black Metallic 5s. That's one of them ones, once again. I think it came out again this year. Reimagined pair. I don't know if it was this year or last year, but that pair is definitely up there with sneaker of the year. I think it was this year though. Super cool, super clean, but as far as the worst Jordan 5, the Jordan 5, that's the one where it has like one shoe is like the Tokyo Jordan 5, then the other one's like a Raging Bull Jordan 5. Those are just two different shoes. It just looks off. Like I really can't get down with the shoes that kind of look crazy. Like the only shoe I can really get down with, like in the what the format, is probably the what the Kobe's, but that's for a whole nother video. Now we're on to Jordan 6s. This might be a little controversial, but I think the Dornbecker Jordan 6s are one of the greatest Jordan 6s of all time. Super premium, super unique. There's a different approach to the shoe. I mean, although it's a collab, it's still clean to me. I love that shoe. That shoe is super fire. And the worst Jordan 6 has to be the white pair of infrared 6s. I feel like that pink just doesn't really hit on that white. It's just a weird shoe to me. Anytime somebody's brought that pair in, they've always been like super nasty and crusty, but I feel like that's with predominantly all white shoes. I might be a little biased, but I just don't really like that shoe that much because I see it dirty so often. Moving on to Jordan 7s, the best colorway happens to be the Olympic 7. I will say that. That one I feel like I see the most story kind of behind. I mean, the Bordeaux are cool. I'd say that's in second for me. The Olympic 7s have to be my favorite Jordan 7, just because of the story behind them, and the colors are really good. They really complement on that shoe. Now, the worst Jordan 7 colorway has to be the horsehair pair that's like a neutral gray. It's literally like horsehair or like pony hair on it. That shoe is just absolutely atrocious. I don't know what Nike was doing with that. No diss to Nike, but that shoe is just not it. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever seen anybody wear those on the street. Moving on to the next shoe, the Jordan 8. The best colorway in my opinion, which actually dropped today, was the Aqua 8s. Those shoes, super clean. You really can't go wrong with them. I'm surprised this year they didn't put the sparkles on the midsole. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that shoe to me has always stuck out. It was either those or the chromes. They're really close, but I think the Aqua 8s are more iconic just for the color mixture. Now, the worst pair of Jordan 8s, which is, I know this is definitely gonna get some of you all talking crazy in the comments down below, but the Bugs Bunny 8s. I really don't like those shoes. I mean, I get the story behind them and just why people love them and all that, but I just can't get down with them. Like, I can't get down with 8s really in general, but I keep seeing those, and every time I see somebody with them, they are always looking crusty. They look good out the box, sure, but like, they're not really, like, once you start to wear them, I just don't really like them, and they just start to look worse the more you wear them. But of course, if you need a pair clean, you can bring them over here and I'll clean them up for you. But yeah, this not my favorite, but I mean, if you like them, I mean, I can't blame you. Like, I understand. All right, moving on to the Jordan 9s. We're more than halfway there. My favorite colorway of Jordan 9s has to be the cool gray 9s. I believe this was probably the first pair of 9s that I think I ever saw. Growing up, I know my dad had a couple pair of Jordans, but I always saw he had a pair of Jordans in his closet that he never wore. Like, I think I might have saw him wear them one time ever. It was the pair of cool gray 9s. I don't remember when the last time they released. It was I think they released a total of 3 times, or retro 3 times, or maybe might be 2 retros, 1 OG release, but I think he had the second iteration, so I was definitely young when those came out. And then I remember that they fell apart on him when we went to Sam's Club one day, and then he basically ended up throwing them away, but I wish I would have kept them personally, because now I restore sneakers and I could have had those. But I really like those. I like the color blocking, the cool gray and the white. You can never go wrong with. I like those shoes a lot. As far as the worst colorway of 9s that I can think of, I'd probably have to say the olives. I don't really like the color combination. I don't really like the shoe, the shape of the shoe, and then where they put the colors, just to me it wasn't appealing to me. But I mean, if y'all like that shoe, hey. Moving on, we're talking about the Jordan 10, and we're getting ready to get into the heavy hitters after this one. But for the Jordan 10, my favorite colorway has to be the Supersonics. I really like the white and the black and the green on them. You don't really see too many green Jordans that hit. I believe that was from like the city pack, where they had the different cities, each had a different colorway of the 10. I also like the double nickels. Those are pretty good, but I'd probably say Supersonics just because you don't see them as often, and you don't really see too many good looking Jordans that are green. So I'd say those are probably my favorite, if I'm being honest. And my least favorite pair of Jordan 10s has to be the cement colorway. The pair that's like all gray with like black speckles. Like, it literally looks like a cement, like the cement colorway on, like, you see on a white cement, like on the midsole and all that. That's literally the entire shoe. Like, I don't know who came up with that. Maybe they were just thinking like, okay, let's do something simple, but maybe this could hit. To me, it didn't hit. I'm sorry. That's probably one of the ugliest shoes. Ugliest shoes, ugliest 10s. I'm sorry. I feel bad, but I'm sorry. Moving on to the heavy hitters. First on the list is the Jordan 11. This is probably one of the greatest Jordans of all time. Just looks wise, I'd probably have to say the Concord 11. That's just a classic, hands down. Simple colors, black and white, and then the hits of that Concord purple. But that's one of my favorite Jordans of all time. I think the first pair of Concords I ever bought was a pair of Concord 11 lows. I bought those at my very first sneaker con, which was like when they were still starting. It was in like a gymnasium. I think it was like half of a gym or something like that. That was when sneaker con was like super young, but still my favorite pair. Oh, no, I take that back. Favorite pair that, like, for me, that I would always wanted is probably the tuxedo, so the reverse Concord. I just like that color blocking, but it's still black and white, it works. But moving on to the worst colorway for Jordan 11s, I would say the Win Like 96s. I used to like them a lot. I even had them like when they came out, but the more I looked at them and sat with them, just all red, like it just don't hit in a Jordan 11. I think Chris Paul or maybe it was Carmelo Anthony had a pair when they first came out and people were like going crazy. When they finally released them to the public, to me, like they didn't really hit. Like I never even wore them. And I ended up selling them because I didn't really want them anymore. But moving on, we have the Jordan 12. The best colorway in my opinion is really neck and neck, but I'd have to give it to the Taxi 12, just simple, black and white, definitely a classic. The close second is the Cherry 12s. Those are them. And then again, it's like literally just a simple color, 2 colors. It usually just hits for me. I feel like I'm a fairly simple person. I feel like it's a very iconic sneaker. Jordan won championships in a lot of these shoes. But on the other side of that, ones that I really don't like happen to be the Indigo Jordan 12s and the University Gray Jordan 12s. Those are terrible. Colorways are decent, but the materials that they use on that shoe are terrible. Extremely tough to clean. Once you mess them up, it's a wrap. You cannot bring them back no matter what you do. You literally spill something on that shoe, it's not coming out. It's literally not coming out. Same thing with the other one, the University Gray. Once that gray gets like scuffed or messed up, it's cooked. It just looks terrible. There's no reversing any of that. And if you're thinking about buying those shoes, please stay away from those shoes. And speaking of that, I had another video that I dropped that you can check out called Top 5 Sneakers You Should Stay Away From at All Costs. And that shoe deserves to be in that video. I might even make a part 2. But moving on to the Jordan 13, best colorway has to be the He Got Game. I remember the first time I watched He Got Game, I was young. I mean, I didn't really know what I was watching, but I just knew Ray Allen and Denzel Washington were in it, and it was pretty good. So I had to go revisit that one. I haven't seen it in a couple of years, but that's where I saw the shoe for the first time as well. As I got older, I learned about the movie and kind of tied the shoe back into it. So now I kind of have a full understanding and kind of like a story behind the He Got Games, and it's kind of cool. I mean, I wish we would do more of that in the sneaker drops and things like that in the future. On the flip end of that, the worst colorway of the Jordan 13s has to be the red flints. Those to me, those really, I'm not a fan of the colorway. It's not like fully ugly, but it's like, it's kind of flat. But moving on to the very last final sneaker on our list, we have the Jordan 14. The very best Jordan 14 colorway has to be the Ferrari 14s. Those are just nasty. By replacing the leather panels on that shoe and kind of making it just all sleek, one piece of suede into the shoe and then the carbon fiber kind of design on the midsole, yes, that's a hit for me. I mean, I didn't hit on those when they first came out, but I got the re-release this year. I'm probably gonna flip them. Unfortunately, I can't keep them, but they're clean. They're super clean. But on the flip side of that, the worst colorway of the Jordan 14 has to be the Sport Blue 14s. It's basically for the same reason as the University Gray 12s. Once you scuff up that material, it's over. Like there's no coming back at all. Yeah, you're just cooked. I mean, it's a decent colorway, but like it's just one of the ones where if you mess it up, it's game over. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hopefully I didn't make y'all mad. I'm sorry. Y'all leave y'all comments down below because I do want to know like where y'all think I messed up, or if you all had a different opinion about some of my rankings. But hopefully you all enjoyed the video once again. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.